Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, January 17, 2020, freaking five. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let me know. Can you hear me? We're all good. I still having issues with this thing and I hate it. Anyway, guys and girls, look, this is my post market here. I have heard from some of you, thank you, Shannon, that I am not allocating enough time to questions at the end, and maybe that's true. So I will be doing that later on here. Um, just real quick, I do see a question here from Hawaii Silver. When does silver ever perform as a laughing stock? Look, I've explained to all of you for a very long time what's happening here. Cash seeks yield. Let me say this again, Hawaii Silver. Cash seeks yield, meaning right now with the play with cryptocurrency, especially with the announcement of BlackRock today and Trump's announcement about this executive order, you can see where cash is going to go. The environment right now is they're trying to keep this risk on. Is it going to work? There's no doubt that we're going to see lower rates across the board. I mean, central banks around the world on a mission here, and they're trying to push this market higher. Many mechanisms are in place. Massive deregulation of the banks is in play right under everyone's nose. And they know it's going to happen here. And this merger with cryptocurrency, I consider this kind of a backdoor bailout of these institutions that are absolutely insolvent, despite the fact that the CEO of Goldman Sachs just got an $80 million bonus. We'll talk more about that moving forward as well. But anyway, guys and girls, there's a lot that we got to cover here. Absolutely. XRP. I did follow through with what I said I was going to do this morning, adding to Bitcoin and my Bitcoin and XRP holdings. I am planning on, and I just was talking to my buddy Frank over here, Ethereum as well as on my radar, gold and silver as well. I have not yet put any real money in this stock market. I'm going to talk about why in a little bit. Let's start off with that. So, an interesting turn of events. I mean, this really is not a surprise to anyone. You got this mechanism clearly of central banks in here buying debt. When a central bank, some people just don't seem to understand this. And I was going back and forth earlier with someone. I know most of you get it, but we're getting a lot of new people here. So let me just cover this real quick. When any central bank says, hey, you know what, we're going to keep rates at X, they can't just say it. They can't just magically create it. It has to be, it's an effort by that central bank. They have to make cash out of nothing and buy the debt. That's what they do. Again, I don't think many people really get it. You do. If you follow this blog, you know that. And the action that we're seeing here is a coordinated effort. I mean, it's an incredible thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where did I put this? I hope I have it here. Actually, you know what? Let me get to that. So stocks higher today, nothing dramatic, higher nonetheless. I want you to keep this in mind as we move forward. Bitcoin, almost 106,000. XRP under a little pressure after a heck of a run here. It's going much higher. Now, gold and silver, again, under pressure. You all know this. I've explained to you how this is going to play out. Gold and silver in your portfolio is an absolute 100% must. I mean, I don't know another way to put it here. The debt market right now is a time bomb. It's going to go off, and there's a massive effort here into keeping it propped up. And the issue is the effort that must go in to keep rates suppressed. This can't be a linear effect. The central banks must buy more and more and more debt as the system inflates. You understand? As the currencies lose purchasing power. It's very simple to understand. Now, with regard to bond yields, they're dropping all over the place. This is central bank action. We knew this would happen. Well, we predicted it. We said, what did we say? If they didn't do it immediately and take action, this system would melt down. Instead of melting down, we're seeing a little rebound here in the stock market. Hold that thought. This is the MMRI last time I looked at it. So it's still in the danger zone. Now, I want to bring this to your attention here. This is the S&P 500. This is all these squiggly lines here from the last FOMC meeting in December, where we fell 1,100 points with regard to the Dow. We still have not recovered. All this kind of movement around here, we have not recovered. Look, it appears that we're going to see a lot more rate suppression here, debt buying, asset purchases by central banks, no doubt about it. The deregulation of banks, a lot of stuff here is going to unfold. Again, stuff you didn't vote for, you weren't told about. I don't think it would have changed anything, but what we're witnessing here is a dramatic shift in how wealth is going to be dispersed. And I believe what I'm going to tell you, that the wealth transfer effect that we've been in is about to get monumentally worse on the back of currency devaluation. Now, I don't know how to say this again. Anyway, but look, this is what I'm talking about. We have not recovered still. For me to get back into this market, meaningfully back in here, I want to see a breakout above the high here. And then I want to see a pullback where we don't drop below that high from December. You understand? That's what I want to see. For those of you that keep asking me, Greg, what is it going to take for you to get back into the market again? I'm 90% out of here. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's going to be enough without. I want you to think about what I'm going to say. All right. Without epic, I can't say this another way, an super astronomical amounts of cash being shoved into the debt market to keep rates suppressed. This could end very badly, very, very quickly. All right. Central banks are acting now to prevent it. And the only way that they can manufacture, because it's not real, a new rally here in the stock market is to vastly devalue the currency, vastly suppress rates. What do we hear again? Yesterday, Waller, creature, thing, swallower, whatever you want to call it, creature, non-human entity, said there's going to be multiple rate cuts this year. Like, we don't know that. We know what central banks are going to do. We're being wiped the freak out via this mechanism, but no one's going to tell you that. No politician, the lies by omission, the distractions, the deceptions, the outright frank lies in your face here. It's devilism, and I have never seen anything like it before. I mean, it's always been that way, but it's really taken on a whole new meaning here with Elon Musk's and all this other nonsense going on here. Anyway, look, so I am still, as I said, waiting. I don't think there's any rush here to put any real money into the stock market. With regard to gold and silver, people, these assets are on sale. And those of you that are looking for an overnight return, you're not going to get it. And I think you understand that. At least I hope you do. These are hedges against the debt market hyper bubble. And let me explain this to you again in case you're brand new here. Okay. I know we've been promised a lot of things. I mean, first of all, you did hear what's going to happen with immigrants here are going to be given visas, skilled workers, which we were told during the campaign were stealing American jobs. Now they're going to get visas across the board to come here to the United States. Do you see how these things work? I mean, did you really not see that coming as well? All the payoffs by big tech to our new president-select here, Art Joe, thank you. Of course, these are payoffs, and Trump had to backtrack on it. Again, what you were told during the campaign, and this is not a lie, Joe. You just said, what lies is Greg going to tell about Trump? Look this up for yourself, okay? So it looks like visas for skilled immigrant workers are going to be dealt out all over the place. But again, they were taking American jobs. Now they're not. You explain that to me. You're all smarter than Greg. So maybe one of you out here can clarify what I'm missing and why this is now the right thing to do. Okay. So with that, I want to talk about a few other things here just real quick. Before we even talk about this, with regard to You and I've been speaking about this for a very, very long time. Again, this is something else that is happening and there's no way to stop it. So, Wall Street banks are sensing an opportunity for looser capital rules as Trump ushers in a new era. And again, Joe, look this up for yourself. This is not a lie because we've been talking about this for the longest time. Banks are being deregulated. In fact, they're trying to completely deregulate the banks. Now, again, you understand these banks are all insolvent. They operate in a perpetual deficit. There's no such thing anymore as a reserve. All your cash that you think is in these institutions, it's not there. They lend it out here. And then they charge exorbitant fees and you get absolutely nothing for it. But the key to the new system is, again, the merger, as you all know, between banks and cryptocurrency. We're going to talk more about that in a moment. Now, I want to know if you think this is a good thing. This is in your inbox, all this stuff here. So, do you consider this a good thing? David Solomon, picture below, chairman and CEO of Goldman Sachs, just got an $80 million bonus. Banks like Goldman Sachs are in the process of being massively deregulated, which means a free for all for the Wall Street super banks. Do you consider this a win for the Wall Street banks and maybe guys like David over here? Or is this a win for you, we the people? How do you see this playing out moving forward? I would think most of you don't want this, but probably one fraction of 1% is going to push back against it, who will actually have the guts to tell President-elect Trump that you don't want these institutions deregulated. It looks like 70% of you believe that Bitcoin is a con job. Okay. Bitcoin executive order. Trump is now saying, again, Joe, look this up for yourself. Okay. So you know I'm not lying about Trump. Uh, he's calling Bitcoin a national priority. And on day one, he's going to be issuing executive orders with regard to Bitcoin. Donald Trump plans to make cryptocurrency a national priority. He is reportedly going to be issuing executive orders on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as one of his initial first orders of business. Okay. You all knew this was coming. The guy was so anti-Bitcoin at one time, and I get it, so was I. This is much more than that. He's gotten his orders. He's told what to do. The system, this is the central banks pulling the strings, telling them what to do, how to work it, how to bridge us into the new tokenized system, again, which everyone knows is coming. All of you know it's coming here. Everyone does, but there's no pushback, zero. Maybe, again, 1/10 of 1% of you have the guts to write to President-elect Trump and say, you know what, this isn't what we want. We want to return to a constitutional money system. Unfortunately, we're not going to get this, people. I think it's pretty obvious, unfortunately. Um, Look, so you already see all the backtracking. Again, you have to understand politics, it's a game, it's a trick, it's a psyop. A lot of backtracking here, unfortunately. But you knew this was going to happen. It's what we all expected to see. There's no way we're going to pay down debts and deficits. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right here and now. And let's see if Joe wants to take exception with me with my lying about President Trump. Okay, we're going to see debts and deficits hyper balloon as part of the mechanism of keeping rates artificially suppressed, creating currency out of nothing, an elimination of the middle class, not just here in the United States. And again, we're now allowing uh, skilled foreign workers to take American jobs, but these were no good. Remember the yells and screams out of Trump's mouth during the run up here? We're going to get rid of these people. We're deporting everyone. You didn't buy that, did you? You didn't buy it then, and you're not buying it now, right, Joe? Where is Joe? He got scared. Anyway, look, guys and girls, with regard to this thing that we're in here, we must, again, and I've been telling you this for a while, do things that we don't want to do. And I don't, a lot of you seem to believe, and I read through the comments that Greg trusts Bitcoin. I don't trust anything. You think I trust this system? I trust that we're going to be wiped out by the system. But if we don't take action, again, look, what do you want to do? You guys and girls, I am open to whatever you might say. We are stronger together. Understand? So with that, um, come up with a solution here. I believe we have been given a gift in many ways, not just with regard to Bitcoin and gold and silver, because we have a system that we know for a fact is being further weaponized against us. Whether you think there's further weaponization, I don't know. I would rather see, as I said, us going back to a constitutional money system. The bankers are laughing at us. They're laughing at all of us as we're being massively deregulated and merged here. Central banks buying all the debt in your freaking face here. Come on, people. The market, the rigging of it here, some unbelievable. There's no touch with reality. You think I trust this stock market? Thomas, thank you. I'm not answering any questions about Farcoin, bro. I'm not even going there with that old thing. Anyway, look, I can't imagine. It's easy, at least for me, to understand. I think for most of you, that if we do not flip these tables, if we don't take risk, we must take risk here, unfortunately, to keep our heads above water because we're being wiped out. The wealth transfer effect is in full swing here as well, and we have an opportunity here again. I think to buy assets that are amazingly and astonishingly undervalued based on global debt. I'm talking about gold and silver here, and even cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin here. I mean, look, I don't know another way to put this here. Who wins here? Do you know that the crypto whales, do you think there's a connection between BlackRock this morning saying they're all in on Bitcoin, and then Trump's executive order? This is today. Okay. You think that they didn't talk? BlackRock isn't talking to Trump, and they're trying to figure out how they can best profit from what is maybe the biggest pump and dump in the history of the world. It may absolutely be that, but we for now need to use this, at least in my opinion, here as a conduit to keep our heads above water. Do you expect, honestly, really honestly, that debts and deficits are going to miraculously start to shrink, that we're really going to cut government spending? You didn't buy that. There's no way you bought it, okay? Because it's not going to happen. Because I'm going to tell you what will happen here. We may see, let's just say, oh, this little cut here, little cut there, but who's going to make up the difference of the debts and deficits that are ballooning? It's a shell game. Okay, let's maybe cut from here, but use that over here. So all it is, you're being sold a shell game. And for those of you that bought it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think that most of you did. Robert, thank you so much. Gold can absolutely destroy the Fed, but it's not going to happen. Again, a real leader would be on day one, executive order one, making gold, bringing us back into a constitutional money system. That would be day one, and the Fed day one. But instead, we're doing this. This is the Fed's plan. It's not Trump's plan. This is central banks. What did Powell tell you? Bitcoin is just like gold, except it's digital. If you can't see how this man, creature, thing, puke, that it is, did I hurt your feelings? Maybe you want to subscribe. See you later. Is working with the Federal Reserve to bring this about, deregulating the banks. Who wins? Come on, man. It's too much, man. It really is. Working with the Fed to lower rates further. Come on. I can't believe that some of you are still asleep. It's okay. Again, they're going to lose, these kind of people who can't see anything because they've been warped. Their minds have been warped. You and I think we get it, man. I really, really do. And look, we're going to continue to do what we do. With regard to the stock market, there's been a major way that you and I have turned the tables on the system. And believe me, I do want to put some more cash back to work here. But gauging from, we haven't even, look at this. This is the December high. We still haven't recovered from the drop. Again, the Fed cut rates. We watched the 10 and the 30-year skyrocket. Stock sold off. Jeffrey Gundlach, the bond king, said there's been a major disconnect. It sure as hell looks like that. We need to see where this goes. Like I said, very clearly, this should be obvious. What we want to see, those of us who are looking to get back in here, a retake of the high, and then a pullback where we maintain it, and then a move up. That would be a very good time to get back in here. As long as we see central banks still buying all the debt, which I think they're going to do. But is it going to be enough is the real question. Again, in order to push up the stock market, the economy must suffer, meaning you must suffer. You understand? It's too easy to get it. And you and I, if you've been with me, you know what I've been telling you for nearly a decade. The faster that the economy comes down, the higher the stock market's going to go. But at one point, this has to end. And I think it's obviously going to be at a point of their choosing, but there also becomes a point where the easy money drug doesn't work anymore because it needs more, a higher dose, a higher dose, a higher dose. You understand? We just got to sit there, sit back, and understand what's happening, and try to take advantage of it. I don't know another way to put this. All of us people. Um, Anyway, guys and girls, is there now? Look, what I'm going to do again, because I'm getting a little heat from people. Greg isn't giving us enough time. All right, look, man, maybe you're right. So, what do you guys and girls want to talk about before we get going here? You want to talk about how the Earth is round? No, I don't want to talk about that right now. It's a power nap. Okay. Uh, you want me to talk more about silver? I don't know what else to say other than I think it's the most undervalued asset in the history of the freaking world. And it's going to be the price of gold and silver, in my opinion, is going to be suppressed because of one reason: cash seeks yield. And right now, this is where it's at because of this guy working as close as he can with the Federal Reserve. That's what's happening here. You understand? I don't know another way to put it. I don't know another way to say it. Fart coin stinks. I love you guys and girls. You are so funny. You are so funny. Yes, XRP. You guys know my take on XRP. I hate repeating myself on this. NVIDIA. All right, look, man. Tech benefits from suppressed rates. So we will see about all this. Honestly. Solana, own it. Absolutely. I think you should own it here. Truly. You just jumped on. Uh, I'm having a hard time reading this, people. It's kind of going too fast. It's making my eyes kind of freak out. Uh, how does transit tons of water? I don't. It's called gravity, man. You want to see how gravity works? Let me show you. Yeah, that's how gravity works. The question was, how does water stick to a globe that's rotating? How does this? How does this? Happen to? Yeah, it's actually a proven thing. I happen to believe in gravity, honestly. Anyway, all right, guys and girls, look, the situation is this. We are in for a long weekend. It's kind of interesting. I don't like to hold, a lot of people don't like to hold things through the weekend anyway. We'll see if there's going to be a false flag. Well, I think it might be smooth sailing with regard to the inauguration, the so-called event here where we get the new figurehead behind the Resolute desk here. We'll see. The theory of gravity. Well, it looks real to me, man. How does this work? Tell me how this. What is this? Not working. I don't know. Anyway, so the market's closed on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. I will not be doing a markets look ahead Sunday. In fact, instead I will be doing it on Monday. All right. So we get a little extra time off here to contemplate what's happening. Magic Miko. Oh, she's back. There she is. Oh, my friends are here, man. I love all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, people. Honestly. All right. Are we done here? Are you guys happy about this? It looks like 30% of you are not happy about this. You didn't vote for it. You knew it was coming because he told you. Remember, these people, things, not human here. They don't follow our playbook. Their book dictates they have to tell you first. Then they see if there's any pushback. They take that as it's okay. They are consenting to it. Thank you there, Brian. I appreciate it. And then, of course, they make their move. with regard to deregulation of banks and very happy bankers, this is part of it too. You didn't vote for it, you're going to get it anyway. You're not pushing back. By not pushing back, you're consenting. And whatever is the fallout from it, you've brought on yourself. You do realize that, right? I hope you do. I hope you do. Anyway, yes, copper is good. Absolutely. Here's some copper right there. And I have a few pieces of copper here. I got lovely stuff all over my desk here. The doggy, she's doing very well. The eye is healing nicely. Thanks for asking. Thanks for you like that guitar? I like it too. I should play it a little more than I do. Anyway. All right, guys, we are really kind of out of here with I think we've covered what we had to. So, with that said, and again, remember, we're going to get together on Monday for my markets to look ahead, but no one's looking, and even if they are, come in, bring it. You ready? People, love each other, care about each other, and be charitable, please. This is just so important. Imagine a world where we can come together. Yes, I got Christmas cards. Did I get one from you? I don't know, bro. Doesn't matter. Merry Christmas to you. Anyway, so that's kind of it, guys and girls. Look, I think we got this. Honestly, we know the game. We know how it's being played. Man, it's hard to read these things. What developing country is the best to move to escape? I don't think the developing country, go live in the bush somewhere. I don't know, maybe because I think we're all in a lot of trouble. My sister's doing okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for asking about that too. And it's you see, miracles do happen. All right, people. That's it for the week. What we're going to do, we're going to put this week behind us. I want to thank you all for being here with all I got. If I have earned you a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. Thank you for the comments. And again, just love each other, man. And if we could change the world, I really believe this has got to start. It can start with one person. So why not? Let's start with us, right? And all right, that's all. I'll see you Monday. Martin Luther King Day. All right. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. And that's all.